I will say that I'm kind of scared of you having this motor, bro. Do you think he's gonna chill?
No, dude. He was born to rage.
All right, guys, so we're back. We're here with Brad again. We're gonna go over his new rain gutter Ranger build that he's been working on for 2 years?
2 years, yes.
About 2 years?
I bought this truck, rolling chassis. This truck was actually moving, running, everything. My friend Steve built the truck.
Where's Steve from?
Steve's from Temecula area, and then he moved to Indiana.
Okay.
And then he got a hold of Tyson through email.
Email?
It was like email.
What the heck is email?
Really weird.
Did he send him a fax or?
No, it was just like, hey, I have a truck like yours, and blah, 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 I'm from California, and like he's trying to get to go to the dunes and stuff and have some friends that go up there that are into the same thing.
Right.
Out of the blue one day, Craig and I drove down there to pick up his truck because he didn't have a way to get it to the dunes. And like we're driving home, and I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, dude, this truck is so sick. Like I love this truck, and like blah, blah, blah. And Craig just like chimes in and he's like, dude, we met this guy on the internet and we just went and picked up his truck.
How crazy, how
like,
the trust.
Oh, dude, like I didn't even think about that. Steve's just like, yeah, man, I'll see you up there this weekend. Like,
that's true. I think like with people out there from Michigan, like don't lock their doors. And sometimes they don't lock their car doors either. Honestly, I think it's a different way of life to like leave your doors unlocked and all that stuff. I don't know, that's just me. I'm always like, lock it up. I like put the code in for my house and the security system and the laser beams and the dogs are released. Brent, what did you think about all this stuff out here? Like this whole pre-runner lifestyle out here? Because I know obviously you're from California too.
I don't know, dude. Like I grew up just like all of us did, drawing pre-runners and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was always so unattainable. I watched Brad with this truck.
And just making it happen out here too,
Being able
right?
to use it, I think, is the big part about Michigan that sets it above California for me.
Yeah.
Because we get to use these things whenever we want. You know,
Yeah.
like we have a ton of backyards and people have property and it seems.
And that's kind of a new concept lately. I think some of the guys are starting to build jumps and things at their houses. And I think people are kind of like going like, man, I have all this space. Look at this space. I mean, this is a yard right here.
So much extra space in our room to do activities.
You guys were like into hardcore stuff too, right? Like hardcore music?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. I know you guys would like go to shows. I remember like one of the first conversations me and Brad had, we were like talking about Trapped Under Ice.
TUI.
TUI, forever till I die, right?
Yeah.
So obviously I clicked really well with these guys. They were like, oh, I like pre-runners. Oh, I like hardcore. I was like, did we just become best friends?
Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
Take me through this truck, man. Let's go through this thing. So this was running, but you just decided you wanted to change some stuff, huh?
So there's some stuff that I wanted to change, and I didn't buy it with a motor in it. I wanted a 351. I want a 408 stroker. That's what the original plan was. And my friend Kevin built this truck. It's a 351. This motor came out of like a 90s F250.
Okay.
And he built it up and did quite a bit to
Okay.
it. It's just a really reliable, high torque motor. Motors and wiring, like I don't even want to.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing I'm here because I could fully explain that. Psych! You know, I will say that I'm kind of scared of you having this motor, bro.
I'm terrified.
Well, you promise to chill?
Terrified of this truck.
Can you chill? Is that possible?
It could.
You think so? I don't know, man.
Maybe
Brent, do you think he's gonna chill?
No, dude.
No, dude!
I was born with the mechanical sympathy. He was born to rage.
Yeah, man.
Maybe this is the
You're a driver.
Turnaround where I'm like, oh, guess what? I respect things now, not
Thrash.
let's break it.
Thrash and bash.
I like the fabricating end of off-road. Every time I weld anything, I learn more and more. And okay, that broke. This needs to be stronger here. This needs to be stronger there. This is stupid. Cut that off. And like every time that I do anything with this, I learn something, or I'll see something online. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that on my truck. There's like millions of photos on my phone. Like,
right.
I'm just looking at like just how
the structure,
how they like completed it, and it just, I'm like, yes. This is all like hand built, hand cut stuff, and like.
So what exactly did you guys build on the front end of this? This chassis was built in California, and it was going to be like a race truck, right? Like a 1400 truck?
Yes, so Frank, Vernola, and Steve, they built the truck. This is actually a truck that he drove in like high school or something. He's a parts runner for Ford dealership, and this is their parts running truck.
Nice.
And he bought it off them and turned it into this. There's just some mild things that I've changed and added on. Same year front end. And,
yeah. So and that's what looks cool. I love that, how people are like starting to like just go back to what the truck's supposed to be. I love that you're gonna have the OG like rain gutter front end.
This year, this light setup and all this is like really where I really like it.
Yeah, it looks awesome, man. So what beams are on this thing? Do you know?
These are Giant Motorsport.
Oh, Giant Motorsports, man. Nice. Jeff Falzone from Giant. Jeff is made these kits affordable for people, which was really cool. So Jeff Falzone, shout out, man, to Giant Motorsports. They build some really good beam stuff, links, everything. Anyways, take us through it, man. So this is some Giant Motorsports stuff.
Giant Motorsports weld it yourself kit. I think the front end he did the beams and radius arms.
Okay. So you're running the 3.0 bypass?
Yeah, 3.0
triple bypass.
2.5 coilover.
Right on.
2.5 bump stop. And this stuff was already there. There's a lot of stuff like cut up and taken off.
Okay.
The whole cage and everything was already there.
So you did all this stuff. You kind of sealed it all up.
I put these plates in.
Okay.
And I redid the whole floors and then dynamatted it and then put HydroTurf, which is
HydroTurf, what is that? Oh wow, this is crazy. Oh.
Put on like the decks for stand-up jet skis.
Dang, this is like a wild vibe. This is cool, man. I like this.
So it's,
and it has grip, so okay, I can feel it.
Lock your feet in there. It's better than metal or better than Dynamat.
No, that's great. Did you guys put this door bar in like this?
No, that was already there.
Yeah, so this was going to be a race truck. So you guys will notice that a lot of race trucks and even like racing requirements, they ask for this tube to be here, depending on some classes. It's super safe, and then you guys just kind of climb in through the side. Sometimes the doors are like welded shut, and then you climb in through the window, but it's a door slammer.
That's probably my favorite part of it, is the door still open.
And I love this clean setup in here. It's so simple. You know, it all functions really great in here, man. It's awesome.
It's kind of like the 90s old school Prerunner, like, that's what I like about it the most.
Well, that's what's awesome. That's what's so great about this thing.
It's like when 35s were big tires.
Yeah, right, 35s. There was a time when 35s were big tires.
Yeah.
So, again, so this setup was all kind of here. You just kind of buttoned it up.
Yeah, I just
Definitely loving that.
As simple as possible. Yeah.
I mean, and again, this whole dash, this whole setup, everything in here looks very simple, but it's all functional. And it has that 90s Prerunner, like, badass vibe. What's the wheel travel in the rear of this thing?
So with triple bypass and coilovers, which I got.
Your new shocks right here?
Yeah, those.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing.
I went with triple bypass because
yeah,
I don't know how to tune anything more tubes in.
Right. It's its own science. We always say that.
It's just low, middle, high.
Right.
In the rear, I'm cycling 24. In the front, I repositioned everything and kind of massaged it where I could get 22 out of the front.
Oh, nice.
And that's all strapped. It could probably get more out of it.
But you're good.
That's where I'm comfortably. I'm not getting too close to bump stops.
Right.
Frame and stuff. So.
Yeah, that saves the life of the shock and all that good stuff. It's all in the tuning. So we're looking at about 22 in the front, 24 in the rear with 3.0 bypasses in the rear and 3.0s in the front. This thing's gonna boogie.
It's conversion to go to a turbo 400. So I had Lou build us
the transmissions.
Turbo 400 to a 351 Windsor. Then two-piece drive shaft that goes to the Camberg 4-inch housing.
So you got the Camberg 4-inch housing.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the big dog housing, man.
Got
Nice.
that because I didn't want to rebuild a new rear end, and I got set up with a couple guys, and Tyson was able to get Jerry Zayden to
Help you out a little bit?
Give me a discount.
This is definitely a solid platform, guys. And I mean, although this might hurt the wallet a little bit, we have another buddy named Brad, and he's from California too, and he has a Beam Chevy, and he said, buy once, cry once.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Because,
the
right?
best way to go. I didn't want to mess with it again. I want a dependable motor, dependable transmission, dependable rear end, just like my green truck.
Right, you want it to be right.
And I can have as much fun as I want. So.
Yeah, and I love how you're sticking to the 35s. What rims are you gonna run on this thing?
Tyson sent me a link on Facebook Marketplace, and this guy was selling 4 of these wheels, brand spanking new. They're still in the box.
Nice.
There.
Well, right on.
I think I'm gonna go with the old school look of it, because this is like when you look at 90s Prerunners, you see these converted to to V-locks.
No, this is great, man. This is really cool.
Keep it old school. Yeah, period correct or
Period correct. I like that. So, what gas tank size is this? Is this a 40?
I have no idea.
35, 40? It looks pretty big.
35 maybe. I think.
Yeah, maybe a 35.
It
You're gonna run it in
used to be
there?
back here.
Okay.
It sat back here, and then he had 2 tires.
Why'd you change it?
At the time, that's what everybody's doing.
Yeah, just kind of putting it behind the
As
cab.
the fuel gets lower, it doesn't change your weight distribution in the back.
Right.
And then what happened in Darren's truck, I'm like, oh no.
Nah, maybe I should move it back.
And I'm just like,
I mean, there's always
it's just metal.
yeah. There's always going to be risks. You could definitely make it work right here. This is how I have it in my truck. But you know, a lot of people will run it behind the axle. But you know, it's all preference and whatever you guys want to do.
Marigold, he's telling everybody, hey, 2 tires. And
2
I'm
tires.
running 1 tire in the rear and the fuel up front. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't have enough weight now. So
Yeah.
this is just to get this going.
Okay.
And there's definitely going to be some
You
modifications.
can always throw another tire on this guy, and then if you want to do it super 90s, you could put the other tire up here.
Oh.
You know, you remember that setup?
I try to keep it all
Flush?
below the bed, kind of how my green truck is. It's not too out of the view of the back window. And
Right.
So I don't know. I might just do
No, that's cool.
Tyson has the 1 tire here, 1 tire up here, and it
Yeah.
still sells 90 gallon. I don't know, it's huge.
That's what she said.
I see you guys kept the stock frame, and you guys just cut into the original
Yeah,
frame
that's
for
how
that
it was
up travel.
before. That's how it was when I got it.
This is a lot of wheel travel from this, to the jalapeno. Look at that up travel in the rear. I think you're gonna feel a smoother difference. I think you'll be great, brother.
Yeah, I'm honestly terrified of this truck. Tyson somehow said I was able to drive his truck once.
How did that
I
feel?
was just like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, it was just incredible, huh?
I'm used to this. I could throw this around like a 4-wheeler, or dirt bikes. You could just, know what exactly it's gonna do.
You know your truck.
And then I get in Tyson's and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I should get a boner or just get scared or just drive around the driveway or something.
I felt like I was on a spaceship. And I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
I'm really excited for you guys. It's been a long time coming. Are you gonna have this thing done for us next year when we come out?
This one will be done.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for this. I'm pretty stoked that we were here, able to check this thing out. All right, guys, so I guess that's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for checking out Brad's episode. Bug him to get it done for next year because we can't wait to see him drive. He's definitely gonna make some noise when he is done with this thing. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.